or nudges you sensually. Fellas, don't you hate it when you watch cringe comps in middle school and then as an adult you end up looking like you belong in one? Or she said, mentally. A lesser woman would have done a Chica cosplay, but I'm not a lesser woman. I'm okay being a bear. So what is cringe culture? Anyone who was on the internet in the early 10s knows that YouTube was littered with these cringe compilations of mostly blue hair, liberal whatevers. Is the culture of mocking cringe things dead? No. But what's different is the growing acceptance of what is cringe. And I think a huge part of that comes from TikTok and the pandemic. There was this thing called the COVID-19 pandemic, and we were all stuck inside. And many people who are not usually stuck inside were. These people who normally are used to touching grass had to spend a lot of time on the internet. These touch grass people probably would have used to make fun of furries or autistic people or queer people in general. But with the advent of everyone being on TikTok, we've started to see all these subcultures get a new life. Sure, before the pandemic, there was stuff like Queer Eye and lots of other places where straight people would interact with queer culture, but they wouldn't see that raw, cringe, cosplay, queer culture. They wouldn't see that spooky haircut on Netflix. So now we're seeing queer people and creators openly accept themselves as cringe and engage in cringe culture. And what's more cringe than unironically dressing up like Freddy Fazbear very sexily?